Tim's incognito today. All right, welcome are we on, Annette?
We are.
Excellent, thank you. So I'm going to call the Corporation of the Township of Bonnechere Valley special meeting today on Thursday, October 28th, 2022 at 3 p.m. And we've sort of got a hybrid going here via Zoom and in the chambers. I call this meeting to order. Is there any pecuniary interest or the general nature thereof? I see none. Under new and unfinished, the reason we're here today, consideration for a recount. And I'm going to turn this over to Annette for her report, please.
Thank you very much, Madam Mayor. So according to the Municipal Elections Act, a recount can be held in accordance with Section 56, which is where it's a mandatory recount if there's a tie. So we wouldn't have any choice, we would have to move forward. Section 57, which is where a recount can be held based on a resolution of council, or if council had a recount policy, such as Whitewater Region has a policy that they passed by bylaw before the election, that if there was any count that was 10 or less, it would mandate a recount. We don't have that policy, so it has to be by council from resolution of council. The third recount can be held in accordance with Section 58 of the Municipal Act, which is through an application to the courts, and the judge would have to make that decision. It can be requested anytime within 30 days after the clerk declares the results, and the results have been declared and the request has been received. I'm just going to read the request. I just received an updated request here by email on my phone. So if that's all right, I will read that out and then ask for council's consideration of the recount. So it says, to Annette and the Council of Bonnechere Valley, I'm requesting a full recount of the 10 councillor candidates to verify the numbers. I believe after a lengthy day and quickly push count that human error is inevitable. Also, the fact that the candidates' names are extremely similar in a lot of cases, there is no point, cost or not, in recounting only a few of the candidates. I believe the recount will show massive differences in the numbers and a need to look at how we do our elections in the future. A 4-hour count in the late evening hours seems taxing for anyone, let alone the chances that it is inaccurate and increases exponentially. I would like to make it known that I am sure all who are responsible for the election process did their job to the best of their ability and upheld the legal process involved. However, this is about errors in the process, and an 8-vote difference is well within reason for asking for the 10 candidate recount. So that is the request that we have. Some of the things that I would like council to consider is the fact that it will cost us $200 an hour to have our township solicitor in the room while we do the recount. Also, there will be my salary, of course, being the deputy returning officer, the salary of the DROs as they come in one at a time, and someone to tally the recount. So depending on the number of candidates that we recount, that does change the time that it takes. So if we are recounting 2 or 3 candidates, we might be able to get that done in 1 day or 1.5 days. If we're counting all 10, likely that would take 2, 3, maybe 4 days. So that is what I submit for council's consideration. I also think the higher number of candidates you count, if that is accepted, that also does open us up to further requests for recount moving forward. So I just want to open that up to your consideration. And my recommendation as staff would be that we either count the 2 candidates that are 8, or we count the 3 candidates that are 8 votes between, and then the third person would be 27 votes. After that, it's 100 and over. I don't believe that the recount will affect any of those numbers. So that's for your consideration to decide how many candidates we count and for which offices we count them for.
Okay, thanks, Annette. I'm going to go around on my screen. Merv is actually first.
Yes, I think, I know it's going to be a lot of work, but I think in order to meet the legislation, we've got no choice but to do a recount.
You mean all 10?
No. The bottom 2 or the bottom 3.
Okay, sorry, I just need to make that clear, Merv, just so that we know where you stand.
Yeah.
Brent.
I was just going to say, I think it just makes the most logical sense to do a recount for that'd be for Kelly, Tracy, and Rosner. as they are the three like closest. The other anything past that, I think there is well over 3 digits. So it just makes the most sense, those three. And I think for future policy, we should just, rather than have these meetings, we should just set in place like a 10 count automatic recount. Just makes the most sense. So we can talk about it date, but that's my opinion. So the number 4, number 5, and number 6 spot recount.
Thank you for that, Tim.
Yeah, I actually agree with everything Brent just said. That makes the most sense. There was a big gap between Jack and I, so there's really no sense in going any further. But yeah, from Jack up, I would definitely support a recount on that.
Thank you for that. And Jack.
Well, I guess I may as well agree with the rest of the council if their feeling is from 3 of us, 4, 5, and 6. I'm in agreement with that. Yes.
So in my opinion, there was obviously no reason for a recount for 2. This is not exactly what I thought people were going to say. I thought you were going to vote in favor of 8, but okay. So does anybody have anything else to say? Because this is a really important decision and I want everybody to be comfortable with what they're saying. No hesitations. Okay, I'm getting a thumbs up from Tim. Again, Merv, you're saying 3 or 2?
Either way, 3 or 2, it does. I don't know, does an extra one make that much more work? Just do 3 rather than 2?
I just think because those are the 3 closest, but
Yeah, they're the 3 closest.
okay. And Brent?
Oh, I think I made my point fairly clear. There really is it's a logical step in the sense that so there's 8 vote difference between 2 of the candidates, and the additional one is 21. So to avoid, say, a future recount following that it makes the most sense just to do the 3 closest ones at the same time and 21 vote difference. So I think it's just the most decision.
Sorry, I just need to make sure that everybody's saying 3 and not 2. There was just, sorry guys, and you were breaking up a bit for me, Brent. Sorry about that. And Jack?
Yeah, I'm fine with 3.
Okay. And I have a resolution dated this 27th day of October 2022. Whereas within the 30 days after the clerk's declaration of the results, the council of a municipality may pass a resolution requiring a recount of the votes cast for all or specified candidates for an office on the council. And whereas a request to recount all votes cast for candidates for the office of councillor was received. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Council of the Corporation of the Township of Bonnechere Valley hereby requires a recount of the votes cast for the following candidates. Kelly, did you go, Kelly? Can I just see Kelly for a sec? Are you under Kelly Reinhardt Levine or Kelly Levine Reinhardt?
Kelly Reinhardt Levine.
Thank you, because it's got to be right for the resolution. Tracy Sanderson and Jack Rosner. I need a mover and seconder, please. Moved by Tim, seconded by Merv. Further discussion? All in favor? Okay. I have a resolution dated this 27th day of October 2022 that bylaw 2022-076 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council, be read a first time, be deemed read a second time, be deemed read a third time and passed. Mover and seconder, please. Moved by Brent, seconded by Jack. All in favor? And I have a resolution dated this 27th day of October 2022 that the special council meeting be adjourned at 3:09 p.m. Can I get a mover and seconder? Tim, I know it was going to be you and Merv. All in favor? Thank you, council. And Tim, everybody realizes that we have a special meeting of EGC next Tuesday at 3. That's correct. You're on mute, Tim, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody got that email.
Yep, just the board members, Jen.
Okay, thanks very much, Tim.
No problem.
And we're in chambers.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Annette. Thanks to
I'll
the
send out
candidates for
formal,
logging on.
Sorry, I'll send out the formal notice of recount and I'll send out the processes and I'll get the DROs lined up for, we will do it tomorrow. So I realize it's late notice, but there is no time limit. I can send out notice anytime. So we'll get started tomorrow, first thing in the morning. It'll be in the chambers for those who want to attend or want to scrutiny or in attendance. And hopefully we'll get done tomorrow. And if not, then we'll do some on Monday.
Okay, thank you, Annette, and thanks for the information provided.
Thanks.
Okay, guys,